Alrighty, we do have SMT at the lows. It's currently 9:43. We are approaching a macro time. NASDAQ is currently inside of a 1 hour for value gap, potentially an inversion. We're just bouncing around inside of there. ES is extremely weak compared to that. Did not take 910 highs. NQ did. I am definitely watching these buy stops over here. Can potentially get sweeped. We could have also possibly made the high of the day. All right, looks like we're respecting it. Just being patient now. Again, it is NFP week. Monday we do have news. We have news every day this week. But there is 10 a.m. news, red folder, and medium impact. So we have to watch out for that. 10 a.m. is in 10 minutes. It's currently 9:48. Closes. 10 seconds until this 5-minute close. We're going to see how it closes. Alrighty, right now we're getting some high manipulation as we can expect during NFP weeks. We're having SMT on both ends. Therefore, if there's a bias for both ends, sell or buys, we're not interested in it. Alright, we're currently inside a 5-minute fair value gap. Going to be looking for longs inside of there. One with a 25 pip stop loss. Alright, looks like they're not giving. Looks like it's not respecting that bullish fair value gap. Alright, so price is being held up inside this 5-minute fair value gap. We are in a breaker, so I'm looking for longs here. I'm liking it. Going with 6 contracts. Possibly 1 to 2 RR. Alright, we're not getting respect inside there for long, so we're not going to push the button. It is still early in the session. We have news in 2 minutes. We might have to wait for news to hit. 5-10 minutes after news, we could probably look for an opportunity to get in. All right. right, we're disrespecting that 5 minute fair value gap. Looks like we're looking for a lower price. All right, it's now 10 o'clock hour. News is now. As you can see, we have manufacturer PMI news. All right, looking for a potential long inside this 5 minute fair value gap, which is could be an inversion. We have to see how it plays. All right, let's see if we can get this 5 minute candle to close. All right, looks like we're getting a push. We are still inside of a macro time. Going for about 25 pip stop loss. Pretty decent. We might have to widen that. All right, we're going to see how we play inside this 1 minute fair value gap. Looks like we're respecting it. If we can get a disrespect here, if we can get price to disrespect this level. Let's see how price does here. Okay, looks like we're still respecting that level. We need more information to see what price is respecting and disrespecting, what PD arrays are respecting and disrespecting. Higher time frame, we are bullish. SMC is the lows. We're too close to the sell side, so it's kind of tricky. But I am expecting price to get back into the range, leaving these highs here. It can potentially dump, but we gotta wait, man. It's 10 o'clock. All right, we have SMTs at the lows. All right, we have disrespected 1 minute inversion, or 1 minute fair value gap. I'm sorry. This is our SMT low. Let's see if we can hold this SMT level. Looks like we're not holding. All right, looking for buy pressure now. We could have waited for price to close. It is okay for a 25-point stop loss. Going for about 1 to 2. Price can potentially go for these highs over here, but 1 and 2 is enough. We are simultaneously watching ES. Now we just wait. The overall draw is these highs over here, 938, 947, 950 highs, although 1 or 2 is enough. In this process, it is kind of hard because we have to be patient and let our model print. Toggling between the 1 and 5 minute charts. Now we have a 5 minute inversion for value gap over here. It is, see if we can respect it and bounce up. Not only do we have a 5 minute inversion, we have this 5 minute fair value gap. That's going to be an inversion. Alright, looks like price is playing with us. Let's see if we can hold. Price is returning back to that 1 minute fair value gap, 1 minute inversion fair value gap now that we disrespected it. This is why we don't move our stop loss consistently. We just let it happen. If it's a loss, it is what it is. We manage the account, not the trade. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower our risk to not take a full loss, because we should not expect price to go any lower than that. If we were afraid for whatever reason, we would have been stopped out break even, which is okay, but we're gonna let our model print. So you can see how I like that. Looks real nice. We're respecting that 1 minute order block. Price should not close more than 50% of this. We're gonna lower our risk there. We get stopped out, that's fine. We're only taking about half that risk, so we're lowering our exposure. Toggling between the 1 minute and 5 minute. Price is extremely slow right now. Alright, I will be honest, I do not think this price is going to hold. We're having a consolidation on ES on the 5 minute chart. On the 1 minute chart, looks like we're getting some consolidation as well. On NQ, see these wicks here. I can actually literally expect it to just wick and then continue, because the price right now is ridiculous. This is 1 or 2. I would like that, but we might have to just close it about 1 to 1.5 profit factor. That's not too bad, but 1 or 2 is fixed. Not every price run is going to be smooth and quick. Yes, that's what we want. That's called low resistance liquidity runs. We're not getting that right now. Alright, so we're paying attention to the bodies. The body's getting trapped inside that 5 minute. And there we go. There we go, baby. I like how it didn't close me out, but okay. There we go. 1 or 2, close. There we have it.